It's 2 a.m. in the middle of the far desert. A team of paranormal investigators is picking their way through an abandoned, ruined village. They wrap up their investigation, head back to their car, and find something waiting for them in the dust on the hood. Tiny, distinct handprints, like those of a 4 or 5-year-old child. Except there are no children around. This is Kuldhara, India's most notoriously haunted village. Visitors report hearing the disembodied screams of women, smelling phantom cooking fires, and even seeing headless figures wandering the streets. The local legend claims that in 1825, around 80,000 residents across Kuldhara and 84 surrounding villages vanished. They supposedly left in the middle of a single night, abandoning their homes to a curse that prevents anyone from ever living there again. The physical reality of Kuldhara is overwhelming. Over 400 permanent stone houses sit along organized streets, complete with temples and massive defensive walls. In 2017, a study published in Current Science attempted to explain this massive ruin. They analyzed the collapsed stone roofs and fallen pillars, concluding that a massive earthquake must have destroyed the settlement. The following year, however, a geological rebuttal challenged that theory. Geological records confirm there was no earthquake recorded anywhere near Jaisalmer during the 1825 migration period. Furthermore, the structural damage is inconsistent with seismic activity. In Kuldhara, the roofs are gone, but the walls remain perfectly aligned. Earthquakes are not selective. They do not pull down roofs while sparing vertical walls, and leaving neighboring villages entirely untouched. Since natural disasters cannot explain why these villages were emptied, the true cause of the ruins must be human, or environmental. The Thar Desert is one of the most unforgiving environments on Earth. Summer temperatures regularly exceed 50 degrees Celsius, and rainfall is nearly non-existent. Yet the Paliwal Brahmins who built Kuldhara were an incredibly wealthy community of agricultural and financial experts who figured out how to thrive here. They developed the Kadin system. Using hill slopes, they captured sparse rain into designated basins. This water slowly seeped into the sand, locking in moisture beneath the surface. This allowed the villagers to reliably grow 2 crop cycles a year in the desert. This engineering prowess made Kuldhara far richer than the royal capital of Jaisalmer, which inevitably made the community a target for exploitation. The foundation of Kuldhara's prosperity was water. That foundation began to crack when their primary source, the Kok River, started to dry up due to upriver dams, effectively disabling their agricultural system. As wells went dry, they faced an oppressive threat. Salim Singh, the brutal Prime Minister of Jaisalmer, saw Kuldhara's wealth and decided to squeeze it. He aggressively raised taxes while turning a blind eye to bandits who began kidnapping villagers and raiding the weakened community. We track this decline through British census data. The population plummeted from over 1,500 to just 800 people years before the supposed 1825 disappearance. Records show 37 people still living there in 1890, debunking the myth of a sudden exit. Kuldhara was not abandoned magically in a single night. It was a tragic, slow-motion migration forced by drought and tyranny. If the mass disappearance and the curse are historical myths, why do modern paranormal investigators genuinely experience strange phenomena there? Part of the answer is pareidolia, the way the human brain is hardwired to find faces, voices, and patterns in random environmental noise. This is compounded by confirmation bias. When tourists expect the village to be haunted, they interpret the normal sounds of desert wind or settling stone as supernatural activity. These experiences are a predictable psychological reaction to an already established spooky narrative, rather than evidence of literal ghosts. The actual origin of Kuldhara's haunted reputation was a modern economic tool, deliberately manufactured by treasure hunters. Thieves knew the wealthy Brahmins had left behind gold, so they actively spread terrifying ghost stories to keep locals away, allowing them to loot the ruins under the cover of darkness. This was confirmed in 1998 when foreign treasure hunters were arrested on site with metal detectors, caught stealing ancient coins from the ruins. Kuldhara stands as a monument to human resilience. Instead of hunting for spirits, we should salute a civilization that figured out exactly how to grow gold in the sand.